All right, guys, new comic book day, Cinco de Mayo, is fast approaching. So it's time to look at what's coming out and talk about what I'm getting. What's up, guys? BJ Kicks here. I buy comics, I read them, and I review them. All for your viewing pleasure. So if you're new here, welcome. And if you're not, welcome back. Now on this channel, I do comic book unboxings, reviews. I even go over solicitations in videos like this one. So if you're interested in that type of content, hit the subscribe button, then hit that bell icon so that you're notified when new videos go live. Now today, there's another exciting episode of What I'm Getting, where I go over the solicitations for the upcoming week. I talk to you about the books that I'm getting, what's on the chopping block, what's on the maybe list, and it's always a good time. It's always a good time. So as always, I'm going to go ahead and start with the book that I am most excited to pick up this week. Now, last week, I actually cut a bunch of titles off my pull list, so we'll see which books are safe this week, and, you know, if we had a repeat. But anyway, first up this week that I'm most excited for from Bad Idea Comics is a book called WHALESVILLE #1. Now, this one's going to be written by Matt Kent. It's actually a one-shot, a 72-page one-shot. But just listen to the premise here. This kid named Wawe is swallowed by a whale. He's swallowed whole by a whale. Now, his dad is a whaler, like Captain Ahab or something, right? So this kid gets swallowed by a whale whole and knows, all right, well, my dad's gonna come avenge me, right? This whale's gonna die. Gets swallowed by the whale and discovers that there's an entire city, an entire ecosystem inside this whale of people who have no idea that they're living their life inside of a whale. All sorts of sea creatures and crazy stuff, right? And so now Huawei has to find a way to save these people, let them know what's going on before their untimely demise, you know, if his father actually finds the whale and kills it. That just sounds like an amazing premise. Like, that is just, I feel like that's what comics are about, right? Like, we get so hung up in superhero continuity and all these other things, right, that we forget to have fun in comic books. And this just sounds like a fun book to read. So I'm absolutely excited to get it. Now, rumor has it this book is coming out on release day, and Bad Idea has instructed people, or the retailers, if the people don't come up and pick it up on Wednesday, to just return it to the publisher. So this is going to be a super rare book. If you're a spec, like, you know, a lot of people are, get it for that reason. If you want a good story, get it for that reason. But be warned, because it's a 72-page one-shot, it does have a pretty hefty cover price of $9.99. And that's how we're starting from Bad Idea Comics. So let's keep up with, or let's keep going with independent and non-big two publishers and see what else is coming out this week. So next up, also from Bad Idea Comics, is ENIAC #3. Now, ENIAC, I read issue 1 after all the hype, and I honestly enjoyed it. It was a nice, like, espionage tale with, like, some historical fiction mixed in there. Issue 2 looked to be more of the same, but I haven't gotten a chance to read it yet. I actually brought a huge stack of books here to read after I finished shooting this video. So I'll let you guys know what I thought about ENIAC #2, but I had to pay for the whole series in advance. So even if I didn't like #2, I'm on the hook for #3. And that's got a cover price of $3.99. I'm just getting the cover A, which is the first print. Chances are, if you're getting it, you're getting the not first print, which is the same book, but with the black title letters. So there you go. ENIAC #3. All right, so next up from independent publishers, from Image Comics, is Nocterra #3. Nocterra being the first out of Scott Snyder's creator-owned label. I believe it's called Metal Jacket Press. But yeah, super exciting stuff. Scott Snyder, Tony Daniel. I still have not gotten a chance to read issue 1. I started packing stuff up for the move and I have no idea what I did with it. But I'm going to continue the series because I'm pretty sure it's a limited series. So I'm going to finish it out because I've always liked Scott Snyder's work and I love Tony Daniel's artwork. And now I know why Tony Daniel didn't get to finish up on Batman when he started with James Tynion. But anyway, I haven't read it. If you've read it, let me know in the comments how it is. I've heard nothing but good things. I've heard it's really exciting and bombastic and pretty much what you'd expect from a Scott Snyder story. But that's got a cover price of $3.99, and they're not going to get me this time. I'm just getting the cover A. They keep coming out with these glow-in-the-dark variants and all these other people variants, and they're all great covers, but I'm going to go with the Tony Daniel cover A this time. Next up, from Image and Skybound, is Firepower number 11. Firepower, written by Robert Kirkman with art by Chris Samnee, and it's been amazing so far. Like, lots of twists, lots of turns, lots of action, lots of family, just everything I love about comic books. I'm a little bit behind on this series as well, but I can't wait to get caught up. I can't wait to get caught up because that's what I like to do, is just read comic books. Maybe I shouldn't have started a channel where I post videos every day instead of reading comics every day. But anyway, Firepower number 11. I'm excited about it. And I'm excited to finish up this story arc. I'll probably just grab it in trades so I don't have to fumble with the single issues. But that's got a cover price of $3.99, and I'm just going to get the cover A because there only is a cover A for Firepower. Gotta love that collectability. Although issue 12 is going to have a bunch of variants, so there's that. Don't say I didn't warn you about the anniversary issue. And next up, also from Robert Kirkman and Skybound Studios, is The Walking Dead Deluxe number 14. You guys already know I'm collecting The Walking Dead Deluxe because David Finch is doing the covers, and it's The Walking Dead in color. So I'm going to do like a marathon read through and do like a review as I do it. But I haven't read any of it yet. I'm excited about it though. It's got a cover price of $3.99. And I'm just going to get the cover A by David Finch because why not? So that's my indie and other publishers pull list. Now, ENIAC number 2 doesn't count in the financial total because I had to pay for it in advance a few weeks back. So, or excuse me, ENIAC number 3. So my indie comics are going to cost me just $22 this week. And it would have cost me a lot less if I wasn't buying a $10 one shot. But hey. So next up, let's go ahead and look at the Marvel comics that I'm buying this week. There's only 2 on the list since I decided to drop Amazing Spider-Man. So first up, we've got Marauders number 20. Marauders is just one of my favorite X-Men titles. I can't believe we're up to 20 issues, and since the Dawn of X started, we're getting issue 21 of X-Men soon as well. But anyway, Marauders number 20, I'm behind. I'm still in the middle of this Ten of Swords hardcover. I am finding it so hard to get through the Ten of Swords event. Like, those info pages are really ruining it for me. They really are. The story's exciting enough, but I feel like it's just drudging along. I feel like I'm studying for a test or something. But anyway, as soon as I get through with Ten of Swords, I get to binge read all my other X-Men titles, and that is going to be exciting because I love Marauders, I love X-Force, I love Wolverine, and I love X-Men. So I can't wait to get back to those. But this event, and don't even get me started on the Hellfire Gala. How do you say that word? I'm definitely not picking up that event. I'm just going to pick it up in hardcover later so that I don't end up with this nonsense on my hands, being super far behind because I picked up every X-Men title there was. Anyway, that's Marauders number 20. It's got a cover price of $3.99. It's getting the cover A. And next up on my Marvel pull list is Strange Academy number 10. Strange Academy is a series that you guys won't let me drop. Have to admit though, I read Teen Titans Academy number 1 last week. I got number 2 in the car. I need to read that. And honestly, like, the whole idea of a new crop of students being taught by like the older familiar heroes, I didn't like it with Teen Titans Academy. I'm hoping that Strange Academy is a little bit better. But with all these superhero stories in my head, I don't need to add new people to the mythos right now. So Strange Academy is probably going to be on the chopping block sometime soon. But for right now, here it is, because I already pre-ordered it. It's got a cover price of $3.99, and I'm just getting the cover A on that. And that's my Marvel list. Like I said, I dropped Amazing Spider-Man, so my Marvel pull list is just going to cost me $8 this week. And I'm always hyped to not spend a bunch of money. Next up is the real pocket breaker. Let's talk about DC Comics. Now, there's a whole lot of DC Comics. There's a reason I'm wearing a Batman hoodie. Well, I'd wear a Batman hoodie any day of the week. But there's a whole lot of Batman in my pull list this week because there's always a whole lot of Batman that DC Comics decides to pull out. Let's start off with the main title, Batman, issue 108, written by James Tynion IV, artwork by Jorge Jimenez, and man, he's not missing. James Tynion cannot miss with Batman, or at least he hasn't yet, in my opinion. I'm loving everything going on in the main Batman title. This week's book features the first appearance of a new villain, Miracle Molly. Now, if people missed out on the Punchline hype, or they're like me and they bought into Punchline and then they sold too early, they're going to be really excited to get in on the Miracle Molly hype. I don't feel like it's like as much of a fever pitch as Punchline was, but it's a new character. She looks cool. This is going to be the first appearance and the first cover appearance all in one. So that's really dope. I'm sure shops ordered up on it, but you're going to want to make sure you've got your copy. I'm just getting the cover A, although that Art Germ variant is a very nice cover as well. And that's got a cover price of $4.99 because DC Comics is charging way too much for books consistently. But anyway, I'm just getting the cover A. You should get it too. Next up, Batman Fortnite 0 Point, number 2. I'm not even going to lie. I'm only picking up this book for cool points with my little brother. He plays video games. He plays Fortnite. I was able to grab a copy of the issue 1, the highly sought after issue 1 for the Fortnite code that was inside, and he redeemed it and got to play as Harley Quinn. Super cool, right? I guess. I don't know. I don't play Fortnite. I'm not much of a video game person. But if you're not collecting these Batman Fortnite 0 Point books, you probably should. Each book has a redeemable code inside that gets you like a little bit of gear in Fortnite. If you collect all 6, and you have to get physical copies of the book to do this, if you collect all 6, then you end up with this armored Batman outfit at the end of it. So if you're a gamer, if your kid's a gamer, if your nephew's a gamer, and you want to be the coolest guy in your family, pick up this book, go to your local comic shop, see if you can pre-order it or something, because it's going to go quickly. But that's got a cover price of $4.99. I'm just going to get the cover A. Next up, Green Lantern number 2. Green Lantern being written by Jeff Thorne with artwork by Dexter Soy. Issue 1, I read issue 1 and I was kind of feeling lost. Like I said, I feel like it was a great book, but I felt like it was a movie or a series that I started like on episode 4. And so there was a lot of DC lore and a lot of stuff from like the Green Lanterns of old that came into this book. So if you're a DC fan from like back in the day, you'll probably love it. You'll love all the Easter eggs there. My man Keith had to put a breakdown inside the K Squad for us all. But with that said, there's some interesting things going on. There's interesting like political drama with the United Planets and stuff like that. So I'm excited to get into it. And hopefully I understand more about the greater universe as the story goes on. This issue is going to feature, an appearance by Far Sector's Jo Mullein. I love Far Sector, so I'm excited to see how Jo acts, with the other core members that we know and love, John Stewart and Kilowog and Guy and all those people, right? So anyway, that's got a cover price of $4.99, and I'm just going to get the cover A. Although the cover B with that Jo Mullein appearance is pretty cool, there's just something about the arm pose that's not doing it for me. So cover A only for me. Next up from DC, oh, you thought the Batman craze was over. Of course not. The next Batman Second Son number 2, featuring Tim Fox. We're trying to figure out why Tim Fox is Batman, what's driving him, what's motivating him. Meanwhile, there's all sorts of Fox family drama going on. Why does everybody hate Tim? Most of all, Luke Fox. We got to figure this out. I love this cover featuring Batwing just going crazy. So, hey. It's written by John Ridley with art by a couple people that I can't remember their names. My bad, guys. My bad. But the cover by Doug Braithwaite is super dope. I'm excited about it. And I love the next Batman. I felt like the stuff that I was missing from the next Batman series in Future State is finally coming together in the next Batman Second Son. I wish they could merge it all somehow because I feel like there's not enough action in Second Son yet. But whatever. Next Batman Second Son. Number 2 has got a cover price of $4.99. I'm just going to get that cover A. And lastly, finally, on my DC Comics pull list is Swamp Thing number 3. Swamp Thing is, I believe, a 6-issue miniseries, and it's being written by Ram V. It's not the Alec, God, what is Swamp Thing's name? Alec Holland. Alec Holland? Alec. Something. Anyway, it's not the main Swamp Thing that you know. There's somebody else being inhabited by the Swamp Thing somehow. I haven't gotten to read issue 1 yet. You guys know I just got that in a mail call the other day. But when I heard it was a miniseries and I heard it was really good, I was like, all right, let me jump on the hype train. And so I'm going to read through that as well. And it's got a cover price, a respectable cover price of just $3.99. What's going on, DC? Are your books $4.99 or are they $3.99? Or are they just, whatever people are willing to pay at the time? Anyway, DC Comics costs a lot of money, so my DC pull list this week is going to be $24. Man. But hey, it could be worse, I guess. So if I buy every book on my pull list, and like I said, the ENIAC number 3 doesn't count, then I'm looking at just a total of $54. Not bad. I'm only $5 over budget, and that's with me buying a $10 one-shot. So that's my pull list. That's all the books I'm getting. $54, I can't be mad at that at all. But I want to know, what are you guys picking up? So let me know in the comments below what's on your pull list. What are you getting? What are you excited about? What are you most excited to read? What are you like, I don't know if I want it or not. What are you on the fence about? What are you dropping? I need to know all that. Let me know in the comments below. And if you want to talk comics with us all the time, then you got to join us inside the K Squad. It's our private group on Facebook where we talk comics. We do really cool activities like our book club. We're discussing Grendel, Kentucky on May 21st. So if you want to get in on that discussion, join the K Squad and hit up the homie Seth. But yeah, we do fan art, cover swaps. We do all sorts of great things inside the community. Plus, K Squad members are eligible for an exclusive omnibus giveaway at the end of every month. You don't want to miss out, so hit the link in the description, bjkicks.link/K Squad. Can't wait to see you inside. Until then, though, till next time, I hope you saw something you liked in this video. And if not, hey, that's cool. You can always buy what you like. Make sure you read what you buy. And be nice to others, because kindness makes the world go round. Peace.